What's up, YouTube? Tiffy Stacy here, and I'm back. In this video, I'm going to discuss a little bit about my love-hate relationship with social media. So, I use Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Let me adjust this. And Twitter for, obviously the same things that everybody else uses it for. You get your news and you stay on top of what's going on in the world, and you keep up with what your friends and family are doing. And, it's just an easy way to stay in touch with what everything is going on. But, of course, there is a dark side to social media, as we've seen over the years. And, I've spent some time, I've had some detoxes over the years. Not that I was obsessed with social media, but social media is so freaking draining. It's draining. I'm not really big into I don't really like to compare myself. I feel like I'm just my own unique person with my own unique talents, but social media makes it so hard for people like me to not think about that kind of stuff, to not compare yourself to people and compare your life to what other people are doing, and to feel like you're not really doing with the things that you're supposed to be doing. Because me being an ambitious person, what I've struggled with the most with social media is, am I doing enough? You see people who are posting several times a day, several times during the week, and you feel like you're not doing enough as a person that's trying to, create something and stay on track. And when you see stuff like that, then it depresses you. I know that I've struggled with depression in the way that, when I'm not doing the things that I want to do and I'm not being creative, then, you start looking at things like social media and you just feel bad about yourself. So the way I combat that is to get the heck offline. Just get off. Because it's just not worth, everybody's doing their own unique things, their own cool things. You don't have to feel like you have to post every single freaking thing that you do. And I don't understand that. I don't understand people. And actually, my battery's about to run out, so let me switch that out real quick. So I don't mean to ruin the momentum, but I just think that we're living in an era that you shouldn't have to feel like you have to keep up with everybody. It's just too much. And then we're wondering why these kids are committing suicide because they think that this world on social media is real. I see so many people that, particularly, you'll be at a party and it could be the lamest party. It could be the wackest party. And you'll see, I've seen in situations where I've been at stuff and people will post it on social media like they were having a good time. I'm like, you were on your phone the whole time. So I just think it's just what are we doing? We're not even enjoying life anymore. So with me, as I said, I've detoxed plenty of times. When I start to feel anxious and I start to kind of doubt myself, and I start to think, well, I'm not doing enough, and I need to do more, and I need to post more, and I need to show people that I'm doing this and that. But I don't need to do any of that. And you don't need to do any of that. Your life is just as great when you don't post anything online. Actually, it's better, Because then when you don't get any likes or any comments from people, then it's like, well, dang, you don't have that validation from people. Like, okay, then I must be this lame person. But you know what? That doesn't matter. If you enjoy where you were at, and you do not need to seek any kind of validation from other people. And I just think it's just odd. Because, I came, I'm a millennial, but I'm an older millennial. So I do remember a time when we didn't have this thing called social media. You go to school and, you had to deal with all the crap at school. You had to deal with the people there and being judged there. And then you can go home. But now you bring that crap into your life. You bring it home. And then it's like, well, shoot. So then you have to deal with that at home. You can never have a peace of mind in your own home because you're sitting here and you're ingesting all of this information and you're feeling like hopeless. So, yes. So I've had to detox, and I tell you, every time that I've done it, it's always been the best decision. Because a lot of the times when you do leave, when you come back, people are doing the same stuff that they were doing before you left. So don't worry about missing out. Now, I use social media to find out things, and that's a hard spot to be in because I also do run a small business on the side too. So it's kind of hard for me to get off social media because I still kind of want to have that presence, even though I don't always update from time to time. So it's very hard for me, but I feel like, if somebody really wants me to hire me to do something, then they'll find me and they'll see the work that I've been putting out for as long as, the last couple years, and they'll see that. So I just don't really worry about it anymore because I used to get very anxious and feel like, oh, I'm not doing this and that. But hey, I'm just living life right now. I'm out here, I'm enjoying, I've taken a point the last couple of years, and particularly this year, I go outside and I enjoy what's outside and I enjoy, even when it rains, I enjoy the rain. We need to get back to that. We need to get back to enjoying life and not feeling like everything that we do is curated for social media. We're doing it so we can post, so we can tell our friends about it. No, we should just enjoy life, enjoy our family and friends. So I encourage everybody to take a step back from the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram. The only social media I really enjoy and I use is really YouTube, because I learned so much about people, and I realized that, we're all the same. We all go through the same things. We all have pretty much the same insecurities. And I think that YouTube can teach you a lot about people. And I love YouTube for that. So I encourage people to just get off social media, but definitely use that time to enlighten yourself and see that we're all the same. And we don't have to go around trying to impress each other because it's not necessary. So, I've been wanting to do this video for so long. It's been so much coming out of me. So, hey, if you have any questions on how I've been able to get off and just enjoy my life, and I'm not going to say that I don't still struggle, because I do. And I have to, even now, I'm very apprehensive about sharing YouTube videos that I make on my personal pages, because it's so much of myself that, I don't know if I really want everybody to know. That's not to say that tomorrow or next week I won't feel something differently, but it makes me very anxious. And it makes me anxious. It's one thing to think about, well, what is this person going to think when I put this out? But it's also just, being vulnerable to people. And it's Sometimes it's not always good to be vulnerable because sometimes people take that. But it's okay. I'm all about being vulnerable. It's not but in due time. Especially when I've just kind of started this thing. So I hope you guys got something out of that, and just hit me up. I do respond to my emails. I respond to my comments on YouTube. So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you like. Share with someone you know. And I hope all of you have an enjoyable day. And I will be back. All right. Bye.